Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Lifestyle PA podcast. I'm your host, Beth Ricka, physician assistant, registered dietitian, and board certified in lifestyle medicine. And today we are tackling a topic that I know so many women underestimate: sleep. If you've ever said, I'm eating clean, I'm exercising, but I am still not seeing results, there's a good chance the missing piece isn't your food or your workouts. It's your sleep physiology. Because here's the truth: sleep is not just rest, it is literally a hormonal reset button. And when we skip it, skimp on it, or ignore how it's changing in perimenopause, everything else, your metabolism, cravings, mood, even motivation, gets totally thrown off balance. So let's dive into why sleep is the secret key to your hormones, how it affects weight regulation and energy, and what you can start doing tonight to sleep deeper, recover better, and feel more like yourself again. Welcome to the Lifestyle PA podcast, where we talk about all things women's health and lifestyle to help you become the healthiest and happiest version of yourself. Okay, so let's start with what's happening inside your body. When you sleep, your body orchestrates a hormonal symphony, balancing cortisol, insulin, growth hormone, melatonin, leptin, and ghrelin. When you don't get adequate deep and REM sleep, those hormones go haywire. So leptin, which is your I'm full hormone, that drops. And ghrelin, which is your I'm hungry hormone, rises. So the next day, you most certainly will crave carbs and sugar, even if you ate enough the day before, just because of your sleep. Meanwhile, cortisol stays elevated, keeping you in that stress state, which blocks fat loss and triggers fluid retention. And estrogen fluctuations during perimenopause can reduce melatonin. And this means even if you want to sleep, your body might not be producing the signal to rest. Studies show that even one night of poor sleep can reduce insulin sensitivity by up to 30%. This means your body stores more glucose as fat instead of actually using it as fuel. So if you've ever noticed that you eat well all week, but one late night weekend or poor sleep stretch sets you back, this is exactly why. Here's what I see all the time. Women doing everything right during the day, so balanced meals, they're getting their workouts in, they're meeting their hydration requirements, they're taking their targeted supplements, but then they stay up late working, doom scrolling, or truthfully just trying to get a moment of quiet after the kids are asleep. We've all been there, right? But it's that late night window that feels like me time, but your brain and body interpret it as stress and stimulation. So then you finally fall asleep around 11 or midnight and you wake up at 3 a.m. You toss and turn, then you drag yourself through the morning with caffeine. Sound familiar? So the takeaway here is really that you can't out-train or out-diet a disrupted circadian rhythm. Your body will always prioritize survival over fat loss. So one of my clients, Melissa, she was lifting 4 days a week, tracking her nutrition perfectly, but she couldn't lose a pound. Once we prioritized sleep and cut caffeine after 2 p.m., we swapped her evening hit for earlier morning strength and introduced magnesium glycinate, she lost 6 pounds that month without even changing her food. So let's talk about those sneaky habits that are actually sabotaging your sleep. So first, caffeine timing. Caffeine has a half-life of 6 to 8 hours, which means that your 2 p.m. coffee little pick-me-up is still circulating at bedtime. So try really hard to cut off caffeine by noon. Second, that evening wine. You feel like it helps you fall asleep faster. I get it. But it disrupts REM cycles and it leads to that 2 a.m. wake up and next day grogginess. Not worth it. Third, late night workouts. High intensity training too close to bed really keeps cortisol and adrenaline high. So really try shifting your strength or cardio earlier whenever it's possible. 4, blue light exposure. We know that scrolling before bed suppresses that melatonin production. Even 20 minutes of phone-free wind down time can make a huge difference. And these are small things, right? But stacked together, they completely alter your sleep quality. And by extension, your hormone regulation. So now for the good part, the fix. What can we do here? So here are some simple steps to sleep a little bit better. So start doing these tonight. So step 1, create a wind down ritual. Dim the lights an hour before bed, try some gentle stretching, journaling, or just short breath work session. I'm talking 5 to 10 minutes. This cues your nervous system into that rest and digest mode. Step 2, supplement smartly. Magnesium glycinate truly supports relaxation and muscle recovery. It is really one of my most recommended sleep aids for midlife women. Step 3, balance your blood sugar before bed. A small protein and carb snack, so think of like Greek yogurt with berries or rice cake with a tablespoon of nut butter, that can really prevent overnight cortisol spikes that are waking you up. Step 4, morning light exposure. 10 minutes of outdoor light within the first hour of waking completely resets your circadian rhythm. It boosts energy and really helps you fall asleep more easily at night. It doesn't matter if it's cloudy, just get outside. Step 5, consistency over perfection. I cannot emphasize this enough. I talk about it in every single one of my podcasts. Aim for a regular bedtime and wake time. Even on the weekends, your brain loves routine and it is easily trainable. So even for me, when I'm traveling or my kids' sports schedule completely throws off bedtime, which many of us are in that season of life, right? I feel it immediately. My cravings rise, my patience completely drops, and I'm totally hungrier the next day. It's really wild how powerful sleep really is. Take a week and track it. You'll see for yourself. So here's the bigger message. You're not lazy. You're not lacking discipline. Your physiology is just tired. Sleep is your most underutilized metabolic tool. When you start prioritizing rest, you'll notice your workouts feel stronger. Your cravings decrease. Your stress tolerance improves significantly. And that's when your body composition starts shifting naturally. You cannot heal hormones or lose weight sustainably without giving your body the recovery it needs. So if you're ready to start feeling restored, energized, and finally see the results your effort deserves, that's exactly what we do inside my 3-month lifestyle program. It is not just about food and exercise. It is truly so much more than eat less and move more. It's really about aligning all of the pieces, your hormones, your metabolism, your stress, your social connection, and your sleep. Together, we create a personalized plan that actually fits your real life. It's not just this generalized recommendation or group plan. And it's so you can feel stronger, calmer, and in control again. So you can apply on using the link in the show notes or through my Instagram, _lifestyle_PA. And if this episode resonated with you, please share it with a friend who's exhausted but doesn't know why. And please leave a quick review. It truly helps more women hear this message. And remember, you don't need to hustle harder. You need to recover smarter. So thanks as always for tuning in, and I can't wait to talk to you all in a couple of weeks. Thanks so much for listening to the Lifestyle PA. I hope you're leaving today's episode feeling empowered and supported on your health journey. If you're ready to take the next step and make real, lasting changes, I would love to invite you to join my 3-month lifestyle program. It's designed specifically for women navigating this season of hormonal and metabolic changes, focused on personalized, sustainable nutrition, movement, sleep, stress, and mindset. Head to thelifestylepa.org or message me on Instagram at _lifestyle_PA to learn more and reserve your spot. And remember, it's the small steps that lead to the big changes. So start with one today.